What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's look at some NBA picks for Friday, March 3rd slate of games. Let's take a look at the leaderboard before we get into tonight's picks. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, I gave out the Raptors yesterday, and I had the utmost confidence that they were going to dominate the Wizards, and the Wizards ended up winning the game. Very surprisingly, Kyle Kuzma showed up and dominated, and then Kristaps Porzingis, he was questionable whenever we were recording, and he showed up and dominated as well. But I have a saucy pick for tonight, so just stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I currently have the Golden State Warriors money line against the Clippers tonight. They are at home. They are just getting out of the half. The Warriors were down by 9 last time I checked at the half. It's a good game. Clippers made a couple runs. Warriors answered, hoping for a good finish from the Warriors. Teats?
Yeah, I took the Indiana Pacers -4.5. I fell for the trap against the Spurs. It was in San Antonio, and here's what it came down to. And like I said, I'm keeping a positive mentality with everything. You know, it is what it is. Here's what happened. Tyrese Halliburton was questionable last night going into today, and I was kind of hoping because so many people end up with a questionable tag and they still play. If he would have played, this may have been a completely different game because typically Miles Turner and the rest of the Pacers play significantly better and a little bit different even when he's on the court. And with him missing, Devontae Graham went for 18. Jeremy Sohan went for 22, and Devin Vassell was back for the Spurs. He went for 18. It's like everyone for the Spurs decided to show up, and everyone for the Pacers, besides Buddy Hield, decided to not show up. So, you know, bad beat. It is what it is. We'll get it on this one.
Yeah, let's get into tonight's picks. Trey, start us off.
All right, and I got my game pulled up already. I'm going to be attacking the Trailblazers versus Atlanta Hawks game. I'm just going back to what was winning me games earlier in the week and the weeks before. I'm just going to be attacking weird lines. Atlanta Hawks -7, a little bit weird. I'm going to buy a half point and take them -6.5. I feel like Vegas wants us to side with Dame Lillard here at the +7. And this is Quinn Snyder's second game with the Hawks. So expect Atlanta to come out and kind of want to play hard for their new coach. And they did lose their last game. And I think they're going to come out and kind of enact some revenge and kind of prove to their coach, hey, we're a good team. You made the right decision coming into this rough situation mid-season. But the Trailblazers do have a laundry list of players already on their injury report. Anthony Simons out. Jusuf Nurkic out, Justice Winslow out, and they have a few bench players out for this game as well. The Hawks just have Trae Young on their injury report, and he's probable for this game, so I'm not even really expecting him to be dinged up at all. And these two teams have already played once this season, and it was a home game in Portland, and the Blazers did win that game, but the Hawks covered, so that needs to be noted. And this should be a high-scoring game, and the line is pretty high as well. The Trailblazers are the 14th ranked offense, 114.9 points per game. And the Hawks are the 8th ranked offense, scoring 116.9 points per game. And I'm pretty excited to watch the duo Dame Lillard versus Trae Young go at it in this game. Here are some averages for how those two players have played against each other in the last 5 matchups. Dame Dalla is averaging 33.8 points, 7 assists, and 4.8 rebounds per game, an absurd 45.6 PRAs. And Trae Young is averaging 27 points, 9.8 assists, and 7.5 rebounds, an absurd 44.3 PRAs. So look for both of them to kind of make their impact felt in this game, but I just don't think that Damian Lillard can put his team on his back in this game. He's been doing that a lot here lately, but they have not been winning. And I think that trend is going to continue. And here are my favorite trends for this game, actually. The Trailblazers are 2-11 ATS in their last 13 road games. The Trailblazers are also 0-3-1 ATS in their last 4 games following a double-digit loss. Hammer the Hawks here with me, -6.5.
Yeah, Trey, I like that pick. For my pick tonight, I'm going with the Denver Nuggets -5 at home against the Grizzlies. Ja Morant has been in the news recently for a potential assault charge for beating up a kid and flashing a gun. I don't know if that's true or not, nor do I really care. It's not my job to decide whether or not Ja Morant's a good person or not. My job or goal is to give out a good pick. What I know is that Ja Morant and the young Grizzlies think they run the West. They don't. They don't know much about anything in the West because the West is run by the Nuggets. Yes, the Grizzlies beat the Nuggets after the All-Star break. It was a very poor performance by the Nuggets. They got blown out in the game, but the Memphis Grizzlies have only won 20 games this season in the Western Conference. They are 20-16 against the West, and here's why they don't run the West. Of those 20 games, they have only won 13 of them. 13 have been wins against teams that are ranked 10th or lower in the Western Conference. They beat the bad teams, and they get smacked by the good teams usually. Ja Morant's famous quote in that interview, "I'm not scared of the West. The only team I'm worried about is the Celtics." Well, you have 7 wins this season against the teams that are 9th or better in the Western Conference, so you should be scared. You should be very scared because you can't play the Celtics unless you win the conference to get to the NBA title, and you won't get the bad teams in the playoffs, so that's a problem for you. The Nuggets are sitting at 44-19 on the year, and at home they are 28-4, best in the NBA, and they are in conference 31-12. They run the West. They're the best team in the West. They're the team to beat in the West. They're going to dominate the Grizzlies in this game. This is a revenge game. One of the few wins that the Grizzlies have against the good teams in the West has been against the Nuggets. Like I said, that All-Star break, they dominated them the first game back. Payback's a bitch, and I expect the Nuggets to win this game by double digits. Nuggets -5. Teats.
I'm going to go with the Orlando Magic versus the Charlotte Hornets. The Magic should be favored -3.5, even though they're on the road. And the over-under, according to Action, was set at 229.5. Just some key injuries. Jonathan Isaac still out for the Magic. LaMelo Ball, obviously, he's going to be done for the season with his broken ankle. The Charlotte Hornets and Orlando Magic, honestly, they're kind of fun to watch because they definitely go back and forth, and they're very evenly matched teams in terms of overall record versus each other. Currently, the Magic are 4-6 against the spread in the head-to-head matchups. If we look at the -3.5 spread, and they're also 4-6 straight up. The over/under of 229.5. The under is 7-3. So these two teams do not score a lot of points against each other. The Hornets somehow find a way to edge out the Magic. In their last matchup, Paolo Banchero went for 22 and 10 rebounds. Wendell Carter had 20 and 12 rebounds. In that last matchup, LaMelo Ball was playing. He had 33, 8 and 6, and Terry Rozier had 24 and 6 assists. If we go back to their first matchup this season, the Magic won by 20 at home, but Terry and LaMelo were both out. The thing about the Hornets is that you have Terry Rozier, you've got Gordon Hayward healthy, and you have Kelly Oubre. And Terry Rozier and Kelly Oubre earlier this season when LaMelo was out with injury initially, honestly, they carried the Hornets quite a bit between those two and Mason Plumlee. With them shipping out Mason Plumlee, I think that keeping Mark Williams as a center. He's younger, he's more athletic, he's going to be a more defensive prowess for them in the paint. And Terry Rozier, even if he is a shooting point guard, he does still get assists. And those two, between him and Kelly Oubre, they do love to they work together really well. They're a solid dynamic duo. With all of that said, I'm not going to take a side. I know that if you are betting right now, the only thing you can do is take a side. I am going to take a total, and I'm going to take the under of 229.5. I would take that down as low as 225.5. Anything lower than that, obviously, I'm going to take the over. If you guys want to decide, I would probably lean the Hornets in this matchup just for what I said. The Magic have actually taken 2 of the 3 matchups this season so far, and they do go back and forth quite a bit. I know LaMelo's out, but like I said, Terry Rozier and Kelly Oubre both are honestly still very good together, and they can definitely get some games won. So you can't pick it right now, but for now, under 229.5. That's my pick.
All right, guys, that'll do it for our NBA basketball picks and predictions. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.